ladies, it's Jen. I thought it might be fun to share with you some of the books I am currently reading. I love to read, don't get to as much as I'd like to. I often listen to books on disc or will stream books when I drive to and from work because my drive's about a little less than an hour. But anyway, let's chit chat. So one book that I have been reading that I really love, that I read every day, is Only Love Today by Rachel Macy Stafford. I read a couple summers ago, I read Hands Free Mama, which she wrote, and that I really liked that book. I wasn't sure exactly what to expect from it. Thought, basically what it says is it's a guide to putting down the phone, burning the to-do list, and letting go of perfection to grasp what really matters. And she's not anti-technology, so I think we all like our devices and our gadgets and our entertainment on our phones, and sometimes I don't want to be told frankly, to put it down, but it's just more about finding balance and really focusing time and attention on things that fuel your soul. And so this is a really nice book because what it is it's like she breaks it down into season, but it's almost like a daily devotional in a way. She is a Christian, although this isn't really biblically based. So, like here, the one I read today, I'll read to you quickly. 19, Growth. What is most important in life cannot be measured, but instead felt through the hands, heart, and soul of each life we touch. What cannot be measured? Get off the scale. It cannot measure the depths of your heart. Put down the measuring stick. It is not long enough to assess your worth. Ignore the score. It doesn't show your true potential. Don't get hung up on the salary. It doesn't even come close to showing your value. Ban the mirror. It cannot reflect how much you are loved. Ignore the critic. It has no idea how far you've come. Instead, look for evidence of a day well lived. I made someone smile. I gave a tender kiss. I hugged and wasn't the first to let go. I encouraged, I laughed, I believed, I lifted, I kneeled, I forgave, I lived, I loved. What is most important in life cannot be measured, but instead felt through the hands, heart, and soul of each life we touch. And then it has a little today's reminder. Life's most important achievements are not documented, measured, or checked off. They're felt in the heart. By putting so much focus on accomplishing things, I'm missing the best parts of life. It's time to stop losing myself in numbers and measurements. It's time to live freely and fiercely, just as I am. Time doesn't wait while I futilely try to do it all. Time doesn't wait while I compare myself to this person or that person. Therefore, I choose to stop wasting precious time. Today, I stop looking at the things I am not and start looking at all the things I am. I've read this through once already, and I'm reading it again. I like to read it when I get up early in the morning before anybody's up, just the daily. And I just feel like it does really help you think about what the truly important things are. And I'm definitely a perfectionist and definitely want to accomplish things and get things done. But it's a beautiful book. I can't recommend it enough. So kind of another encouragement book my good friend Trisha told me about, and I think I had read it in an email too, is this Girl, You Wash Your Face. I got it from the library here, obviously, by Rachel Hollis. And this is really, it says, stop believing the lies about you so you can become who you were meant to be. And I am 6 chapters in. Yeah, I'm on the 6th chapter. And it's definitely interesting. It's an easy read. The chapters are short. She gives a lot of examples from her life. And she is also a Christian woman, although, and she does talk about God, but so far not in, just like it's integrated in part of her life, not as a preachy way. And so she kind of starts each chapter by telling a story and then giving points of things that helped her to help overcome whatever the issue is from each story. I'm probably doing a terrible job describing this, but anyway, it's really about examining the thoughts that you think about yourself and what, she calls the lies that you've been telling yourself for so long that you don't even realize you're telling yourself them anymore, and kind of re-examining what you're thinking and what you're doing and what you think you're capable of. So very encouraging and uplifting. Another great book that I'm reading right now is Food, What the Heck Should I Eat? By Dr. Mark Hyman. He has read multiple books. I haven't read them all, like Eat Fat, Get Thin. This is really a great book. I am more interested in kind of low carb ketogenic, although I'm not hardcore ketogenic, but that kind of diet lifestyle. And these are awesome. This is awesome. He includes science, but in a not boring way. He breaks down each chapter. Here, I'll give you an example. So here is the meat chapter, and it starts off with a quiz, true or false questions, and there's less than 10. So you go through them, see if you get them right or not, and then he explains why. So he's good at backing up what he's encouraging you to do based on the research out there. You know, he tells you what they got wrong, they probably meaning like the government and scientists, what we still don't know, things you should know about, like there's a meat chapter, there's a vegetable chapter, there's fruits, there's nuts, there's oils, so he breaks it down that way for you. Kind of like what, summing it up is very nice on the end of the chapters here. So when buying, look for these labels. Watch the amount you eat. Meat, what the heck should I eat? What the heck should I avoid? In a very short profile there. So that is awesome. What I should be reading and haven't been. Had to take a break right there for a second. Sorry about that. So I'm going to pick up where we left off. So like I said, the book that I should be reading, but I'm not. YouTube for Dummies. I keep renewing this. I need to read it. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do all my filming and editing on my phone right now. I don't even have a Mac laptop or a laptop, period. So a lot of the work they do is more on computer work in this book. But anyway, excuses. Now, I have 2 kids that are school age, and although Sophie's old enough to read on her own, Audrey is just learning, so I also spend quality time reading kids' books. And I thought I would share these with you because some of you have kids too, or you know kids, and you buy gifts, and so it'd be a fun thing to do. Of course, we have Biscuit. It's Alyssa Satin Cappuccilli. These are always very fun. Sorry, that's whiting out there, but these have been really nice for Audrey right now, who's learning to read. You can see it's just kind of short, very cute illustrations. She can read most of the words, so it's very encouraging for her. There's got to be hundreds of different Biscuit. Here's Biscuit's big friend. So a lot of those. And then I really like a lot of Cynthia Rylant, Rylant books. She writes very sweet. Henry and Mudge. Henry's a little boy and his big drooly dog. There's a lot of these books, and they're super fun and funny, and they're chapter books, but they're the short chapter books here. And you can kind of see. And then Henry's cousin, Annie, and Snowball, her bunny. Is that her bunny right there? So this is like kind of a spin-off of that. So that's also the same author. And again, sweet and funny. And you can't see this, but it's Mr. Putter and Tabby. These are really fun too. Again, Cynthia Rylant. And Mr. Putter, he's an older gentleman and his older cat. And all the adventures they get in with his neighbor, Mrs. T-Berry, and her dog, Zeke. These are really fun. Again, chapter books, great colorful illustrations, some silliness. They're great. Sophie still sits down with Audrey and I when I read these to listen to the stories because they're so much fun. And then an oldie but a goodie, Amelia Bedelia. Very silly. I didn't grow up reading her, but basically she's kind of like a maid. And she takes everything very literally, the language. Like there's a book where it says, okay, it's time to hit the road. And she gets out a stick and hits the road. These stories drive Andy crazy. But they're silly and the kids like them a lot. And again, kind of a little bit more of that chapter style, but still pretty simple and great illustrations on every page. So that's what I'm reading, kids books and grown-up books. If you have anything you're reading and loving, please let me know. Leave me a note down below, and I will link I probably won't link the kids' books. I will link the grown-up books if you're interested in checking them out. I hope you're having a great day. Take care. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.